Right, good evening and welcome to Austria for Tier 2, Round 2. This is our second week of racing for Full Throttle Racing. It's a busy week for us all. Wednesday night will be Tier 1. And in the comms box tonight, well, before I get to that, I did practice some Austrian, so hopefully I can get this right. It's actually Guten Abend und herzlich willkommen, which means good evening and welcome in Austrian. And I hope my co-commentators love that. I've got Lee next to me. Lee, welcome.
Guten Abend, HB. Yeah, very excited for the Austrian Grand Prix. Definitely a fan and driver favorite. I'm sure the drivers will put on a very, very good show for us this evening.
Awesome stuff. And then also next to us, we've got everyone's favorite, Mr. Crofty. Crofty, welcome. You're going to run around the pits again today?
Guten Dagen. Always.
That was a good one. Well done, Crofty. So Crofty is in the comms box with me. Lee is in the comms box. Crofty is going to get all the links up on the social media. Wherever you are, welcome to the stream. Welcome to round 2. Remember, this is a 17 minutes qualifying 1. We've got 17 drivers on the grid. We'll talk about the new guys in a couple of seconds. Qualifying 1 will eliminate 2 drivers. We'll be left with 15 going into Q2. Yeah, Lee, don't you want to take us just through the new drivers, basically?
Absolutely. Drivers making their debut this evening. We've got Dr. Klaas. We've got Razor, we've got Torment, we've got Henry Fenter, I'm assuming it is, and then Captain RSA. Welcome, gents, and have a good one.
Yeah, brilliant. It's nice to have some guys debuting. Manu is saying, good luck, boys. Push hard. He's in the comment section. Welcome, Manu. Welcome to the stream. So as the cars go out, I am going to jump around. So Crofty's going to look after some track info for us. He's going to... there is a special surprise for all of us tonight. In the comms box, we have a special guest later on, but I'll announce it when he pops in. Crofty's going to work on that for us. In the interim, we are going to look at the guys who's out at the moment. I am going to get some data up for everyone at home, so we can get this done. Cool. So let's get going.
There we go, and also just one thing to point out, HB, we have got 17 drivers on the track, which means qualifying 1, 2 drivers will be eliminated this evening.
Absolutely, so it's going to be exciting Q1 for us for a change. Q2, always exciting, where the guys have to pick the tyres that they're on. And then Q3, that's obviously for bragging rights. To see who sits on pole. Last week a very strong showing by the Ferraris, Van der Gaar and Hofmeis. So let's see if the Ferraris can turn it on again tonight. Crofty, are you working on our special guest?
Yes, I am.
Good job, young man.
Seems he's not online.
Let's just see if we can get him into the comments box. Just give me a shout when he is on.
And while you gents are busy with that, see Chili Willie's put the benchmark up there of a 1 minute 6 seconds.
Yeah, so let's talk about that.
106.2.
Oh, and as you say that, I've just went past. I think it was Aiden or someone went off just in front of Bluebird. Doesn't look like there's damage. I am going to stay on with Razor. Let's get on with one of our new drivers, Razor. Red Bull. So let's follow him around the track. Leave this track, short track, doesn't mean there's not enough concentration, but it's probably one of the most favorable tracks of all the drivers, yeah?
Absolutely. Look, it's also one of those tracks where if you get the rhythm wrong, because it is such a small track, such a short circuit, if you get the rhythm wrong early on, you know, you can pretty much mess up your lap times. But yeah, definitely a favorite amongst the drivers because of the fast-paced nature of the circuit.
It's not like Singapore where it feels like forever to complete a lap, and 30 laps
Absolutely.
can be extremely challenging. Crofty,
gentlemen, I just want to introduce you to Mr. Yakusawa here, one of our special guests. Oh, sorry, just before that, I saw one of the Cactus the Big lost his racing point there.
All right, so let's leave the guys on track for a bit. We're focusing on Razor here. A special welcome to Comms Box tonight for Yaku. I had a chat to Yaku before our broadcast tonight. Yaku, welcome to the Full Throttle Racing team. Welcome in the Comms Box. Welcome to Austria. We missed all our Austrian translations earlier, which was quite funny. But welcome in the Comms Box for qualifying 1 tonight.
Here we go, gents. Thank you very much, and pleasure to be here. Glad you could have me.
Awesome. Let me take you through quickly about Yaku. So Yaku is really one of the pinnacle. Is well known in gaming. So Yaku's the pinnacle part, or plays a very important role in the Call of Duty fraternity in South Africa, also the Battlefield. I know there is a lot of guys, specifically in the Full Throttle Racing group, who sits on Call of Duty most of their time. They should be actually playing Formula 1, but they're doing Call of Duty. But Yaku plays a vital role in that. So we got Yaku in tonight to talk us a little about what he's all about, talk us about his Facebook group, talk us about his Call of Duty, what's happening in the world of Call of Duty in South Africa at the moment. Also Battlefield, we know that the service has been closed down, reopened, probably going to close down again. So Yaku's going to give you some information around that. I have put up all the links on our Facebook channel or our Facebook group for you guys to follow. Go join Yaku on there. But yeah, let's kick off with Yaku. So Yaku, yes, tell us about your baby, Call of Duty.
Yeah, I know, it's one of those screaming babies, right? needs a lot of attention, and but it's going well. It's going well. We kicked off the Clan Wars Call of Duty page, which is of course Call of Duty ZA. We kicked it off probably around let's say mid-October last year, when the game launched, and yeah, it's going strong. It's got a couple of members on there. We're running some comps on there as well. I mean, we're on season 3 of Call of Duty,
and that basically kicked off today, Yaku.
Yes, that we actually opened registration for the teams this morning, and as of now, I'm looking at the numbers. There's about 45 teams that will be participating. That will be participating for season 3. So a very nice outcome. Registration will still be open for the remainder of the week. So we'll see whether everybody was, that enthusiastic to sign up on day 1, or whether it's going to still, trickle in.
Well, hopefully we can get some Full Throttle Racing oaks for you, some of our drivers that plays Call of Duty to join that fraternity. 4 people in a group, Yaku, if I'm not mistaken.
So actually it's a 6v6 comp. So there's 6 people in a playing team, but teams are allowed to register up to 16 players per team. Obviously you need substitutes and that sort of thing, and they can also sub during a game. So on average, the teams that register is about 16 players per team. So this season we'll probably have around, well, as of today, probably around 720 to 750 players.
That is enormous. That is absolutely massive. And from our side, Yaku, well done for getting that going. I mean, as a Battlefield player, very sad, obviously. I was part of the WhatsApp or the Facebook group. That's also something that's keeping you slightly busy, although the South African servers.
Yeah, well, at the moment, look, Battlefield is a little bit of a sad story at the moment. I mean, obviously, we are keeping the community going as best we can. But there was that reduction in the South African servers, which came as a bit of a blow to a lot of South African players. I mean, obviously, the guys didn't enjoy that. Everybody made a fuss. There were some petitions being done and stuff like that, and they managed to bring back the service. We don't know for how long, but they are a little bit back at the moment. So there are definitely still people playing, and we are supporting that community as far as possible. I think, unfortunately for me, Battlefield 5, it has its last big content drop probably in around June, and that will be the last, let's call it, major update for the game.
Okay.
And then I think we will be keeping our eyes on the next Battlefield title, because I do think that this one is starting to phase out a little bit, in my opinion.
That's awesome. The other thing that I also just throw a spanner in the works there is that, or before I go there, is so if you are a Call of Duty fan and if you do the Battlefield thing, there's some please tune in or watch the stream later. There's some important information about what's dropping on Battlefield. If you want to follow Yaku and his team, I've posted it onto the Facebook group. You can stay ahead of what's happening on Battlefield. Is it going to come back? Is it not? But Call of Duty, very exciting, Yaku. I'm obviously not a Call of Duty player. I absolutely suck at first-person shooter games. I need some training going there, but that's very exciting for a country like South Africa to have 750 players odd in your group. That is, from a management point of view, that keeps you busy.
Yeah, look, I mean, the group itself is obviously, there's a lot of these players have their own, fan base and people that follow them and that sort of thing. So the group itself is probably a little bit bigger. But there's 750 odd active players. Now, what I mean by active players is the way that we work in a season is normally over a period of anywhere between sort of 12 and 15 weeks. And basically it's a league setup. So these teams face off each week. They play each other twice during a 15-week period on 2 different game modes. And then based on those games, they receive league points or league table points. And that basically positions the teams throughout the different divisions in terms of who will get to progress to the semi-finals and the finals at the end of the season.
Wow.
So, but yeah, there's a lot of people involved. Obviously, on the clan war side of things as well. It's not just me. I mean, something like this is way too big for one person to run. So I've got a whole support team and people that support, and gaming enthusiasts, league masters. I've got Nsika, who's our community manager from a social media perspective as well. We've got Dylan and Lisa, who's the 2 league masters specifically involved with Quad. And then this season we're bringing something very exciting on board. We've actually bring on board a stats master who is a gentleman by the name of Black Sailor Ranger.
Wow.
And he will be in charge of tracking player individual stats. So we bought a new module for the website, and people will be able to track their stats specific to the competition, throughout the season. So that's something exciting for us this season.
Sure. So that is definitely some big stuff coming for you, and hopefully one day we can have one of your team in just to take us through, what does it take to do all the stats? Maybe one of your, your management team, to also give the guys an indication, especially the Full Throttle Racing team, especially the drivers. Drivers are yet to race. They're not yet to sit and think about stats and all that kind of things. But at the end of the day, that's important for a driver as well, to see where he is in the standings, how many poles he's got, what is his lap times compared to other guys. So it would be really awesome for us to have someone like that in eventually, Yaku, to take our drivers and our listeners through that as well.
Let me tell you that I think that, and this is really irrespective of what game you enjoy to play, right? Whether it's Formula 1, whether it's first-person shooter, it doesn't matter. I think the guys who take it seriously enough, you have the guys who just want to get into it for fun and, race around the track and maybe never, be that serious. The same thing in first-person shooters, right? You have people that come in and they just want to play around a bit, play with some friends, and they never get that serious. But what you find is the people that really want to get into it, that really want to get serious, they go looking for that sort of information, right? So specifically, for example, in your case, it would be something like lap times, tire changes, or whatever may be the case. Whereas with first-person shooters is more around KD, a favorite weapon, kill, time to kill, that sort of stuff.
Obviously, with my limited experience with Battlefield, I think that's a nice. I mean, that can just improve your gameplay if you have all the stats available for yourself and for your team.
Yeah,
it would just make you such a better player.
It's a nice addition, right? And I think it's from our side. I mean, obviously we try and add value where we can to the community and sort of build up something that the guys can reference to and come back to. And I guess that's what we're trying now with Season 3, with specifically looking at player stats, right? So we'll see how that turns out. It's a bit of work, I'm not going to lie.
It's always work, Yaku.
Yeah.
But if you look at the turnout, and if you look at the amount of happy people, and if you look at how your group and your community has grown, it must feel very satisfactory at night when you get into bed to think that you've done so much for a gaming community.
Yeah, look, the thing is, I think it's similar to what you guys are doing. in terms of if you have a love for something and you want to share that sort of experience with other people. You know, in the beginning you might have a specific love for the game, but then as you develop around you know, where you are in the community and what you want to do, you start wanting to share that information, and you start wanting to share that love of the game with the greater community. So again, very similar to what you guys are doing in terms of, you know, getting people involved, you know, getting them to understand the game, what they, you know, what it is about, you know, how you can basically package it as a form of entertainment for other people. So yeah, you know, it started out very small. I remember back in the Battlefield days when we just started, we originally started off with only 6 teams in South Africa. That was the only known teams, at least at that time. And I mean, season 3, which was probably the hype of the Battlefield franchise for us. I mean, we ended up with probably close to 60 teams. And now with COD, I mean, it's barely a year old, and we're sort of fringing on 50 teams already. So definitely it's you know, it's growing, and we're hoping that people are enjoying it. Obviously, it's not you know, us, it's not a monetary thing. You know, we don't really make money or anything from it. We do it for the love of the game, for the love of the community.
I think that's something that we all have in common, is basically for the love of the game, especially if you start something like a community like yours, and obviously Full Throttle Racing just in its birth stages, I would say. Just before we let Jaco go, I just want to, and maybe he's got something for him, I just want to take you through just under 2 minutes left to go. The Ferrari, once again, showing good pace in qualifying 1, as he did last week. Fourth Mace up in first, he's broken the 106 mark. Chili Willie up in second, Captain RSA, a well-deserved third so far. Guys who's on the brink of the cutout is Aiden, Cactus the Big, so they need to improve their times. We're going to see if we can follow them on track. Yeah, Lee, anything for Jaco before? I know Jaco's also got some important stuff that he needs to do tonight. I think he's got a stream coming up. Anything for Jaco from your side, Lee?
You know, and just Jaco, yeah, just to say, fantastic job. I have followed you guys, or I am following you guys, and I mean, you guys are doing a brilliant job. Just from our side, great stuff.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
And then, guys, so if you want to catch Jaco, he is, I did post it on our Facebook group. Obviously, we'll put the links up on our YouTube channel as well. You can go and catch Jaco on all the Facebook groups. You can go check out the Clan Wars. There's a YouTube link towards that. Go check it out if you, excuse me, if you are a Call of Duty follower and love first-person shooter games. I would recommend you guys pop in there. Hopefully, Jaco can see some Full Throttle Racing guys jump in there and show their stealth with some guns as well. Jaco, from my side as Heinrich, thank you very much for giving us your time. I know it's valuable time that we're taking away from you. A big thank you from the Full Throttle management or the social team. A big thank you from the drivers. Keep up the good work from our side. We will definitely have you back in again during our season. Hopefully we can have you in season 2 with a new game. You can see some progression on our league. But it was awesome having you in the comms box with us tonight.
Like it, gents, thank you very much for having me, and you guys do what you do. It looks like it's picking up speed nicely, so I'll be watching out, yeah?
Absolutely. Jaco, thank you very much,
Jaco.
and have a great evening.
Thanks, guys. Cheers, bye-bye.
Cheers,
Thanks,
cheers.
Jaco. Right, as we let Jaco get out of the comms box, so once again, guys, please have a look at the Facebook page. You can follow the links there if you are a big Call of Duty and a Battlefield supporter. So qualifying basically done. Lee, just want to take us through quickly who we've lost.
We have lost Aiden and Cactus the Big. No time set by both drivers. From what I can understand, it was an incident that happened earlier on in qualifying. So unfortunately, they are out.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm
just gonna get
unfortunately,
Cactus in there to find out what went wrong.
yeah, Oldie Bones, something went wrong with his invitation. I'm not sure what happened there, but he's luckily back. So well done, Crofty, for getting Oldie Bones in here. He's one of our Season 1 drivers and definitely one of our favorites. So hopefully he's not going to take part in qualifying, but we know Oldie Bones can do some absolutely awesome tricks from the back of the grid. He is a fast driver. So very happy to have him in here. So thank you very much for that, Crofty. Guys, it was nice having someone like Jaco in here to talk us a bit through about something else in Formula 1 for a change.
Absolutely. It's nice. Great to have him on board. Like I said, I have followed their page, and they're doing a fantastic job from their side. I must say, I'm also a very keen Call of Duty player, if you will. I'm enjoying the game big time, and yeah, it's great to have him on board.
Crofty, you did some good work by getting Mr. Cactus in here, am I right?
That's correct, I am, yeah, hello.
What happened to that pink car, Sheldon?
No, I think it was just some misfortune there. As I started my quick lap, came around turn one, and I think one of the Mercedes just lost their car, and I just happened to collect him. Unfortunate for both of us, because now we're both out, but I don't think there was any problems with it. It was just unfortunate that I saw him too late. I could not avoid it, so I do apologize to Mercedes. It was not intentional. I am sorry. So yeah, I think it was just a bit of a problem there, both of us trying to set a quick lap.
Very unfortunate, Sheldon, but I mean, obviously starting from the back of the grid with Oldie Bones is also joining us a little bit late due to some, I don't know, technical issues. But surely you can make it work from the back of the grid.
Yeah, I'm already thinking of some strategy to just keep myself in the race, maybe try and finish in the points at least. Had a good race in France, finished outside the points, but I had good momentum towards the end, so I just want to keep that. I think I've got, from my practice, I've got some decent race pace, so yeah, I'll just think of a strategy. I'm thinking of something way out of the box, but yeah, we'll see first.
Absolutely, Charlotte. We're going to keep an eye on you during the race, buddy, and thanks for popping onto the comments box. I'm pretty sure you're going to sit quickly and talk to your race engineers about strategy, and we're looking forward to see some overtake maneuvers from you.
Yeah, cool. Thank you, Ian. Thanks, guys. Good.
Thanks, Sheldon.
Cheers, Sheldon.
Guys, I just want to pop in here with the comments. I've missed obviously a lot of comments with having Sean in. We thought we'd give Sean the airtime that he deserves from a gaming point of view. I know there were some questions around where can you find the links to the Call of Duty. Guys, it is on the Full Throttle Facebook page. So please subscribe to that page. There's a lot of information on there. So all the Call of Duty Clan Wars, all the information, all the links for Call of Duty is on there. So you can just pop into our Facebook page, click on the link, and it will take you straight through there. Getting back to some serious racing. Yeah, so qualifying 2, getting rid of 5 drivers in this session. I just want to get some information up here on the telly for all our viewers.
Oh, gentlemen, while we wait for HP there, I've got a few stats on this track. Last year, guys, the pole sitter was Charles Leclerc. Pole position time was a 1:03.003. So hopefully we can see some 104s and 105s tonight. And yes, the race winner was Max Verstappen, and the fastest race time was a 107.4.
Interesting. So let's see how close we get tonight with the Tier 2. Lee, your perspective around what do you think is going to be the cutoff time tonight to get through to qualifying 3?
Look, I would definitely say about a 1 minute 6.8 will be your cutoff time. That's what I'm looking at this point in time. Definitely a 1:6.8. Guys are pushing it. Leslie Sharp said a 1.6.043. It's a massive lap from him. So yeah, definitely the high 106s.
Awesome stuff.
To get you through.
Yeah, brilliant. So we're going to follow. I'm just going to have a look at who's on outlaps. I'm going to get on Van Deco on the Ferrari. He had a difficult race last week. He could have probably made more of it during last week in France. Trying to make up for it this week. I know that Paul Mace has showed some pace in qualifying 1. He was on top of the tables in qualifying 1. Pandejo, big rivalry there between him and Willem. Obviously teamwork a lot. Love his helmet scheme. Wow, that picture's awesome. So we're going to follow him around. He's on his out lap. We'll do a flying lap with Pandejo here, Marku, and see how things go for him. One of the guys asking you, Crofty, I think it's a question for you. I think it was from Enrico. Was Charles Leclerc on pole last year?
Yes, he was. He was the pole sitter last year. He also led the race for about 40%. And then he pitted, he lost the lead, he came back, fought up again to get the first place again, and then on the third last lap, Max Verstappen took him on the inside on turn 1.
Awesome. Good stats there from Crofty. Thanks, Crofty, for that. As we said, that Leslie Sharp at the moment in qualifying 2, just under 10 minutes going. We've got Leslie in front, Chili Willy second, Isotronica in third, Papa Whiskey fourth, Aquacentric in fifth. A little bit further back, we've got Henry Fenter, Bluebird in seventh, Razor on the mediums. That's going to be interesting to see if the medium cars can get them through. Yeah, so some of the guys are complaining on the stream that the in-game sound is a bit too loud. Crofty, can you pick that up on your stream?
The in-game sound, the sound of the cars.
Yep. I am just going to do some...
Everything is on my side, perfect.
Okay, so we're just going to do some settings here for the viewers. Hopefully that will bring the volume slightly down. Alright. So a lot of comments coming here from Devon Swanepoel saying, let's go Whiskey and Henry. So big support there from him. Enrico from Mark saying or asking, have you guys got Papa Whiskey stats? We'll put some stats up for you to see what is fitted and what was his best time on. So we'll get that for you on. Right, so Papa Whiskey at the moment, he is on the softs. He's currently in the pits. And his fastest lap so far was a 106.721. That's good enough for fifth so far. So Pandejo, I did follow him around on the mediums. He ended up getting into ninth with a 107 lead. That's probably not going to be fast enough to get through to Q3.
I don't believe so, An. Like I said, a 1 minute 6.8 will probably be your benchmark. But in saying that, we have Porfmace, we have Porfmace, Warlock, and Pandego are all three on the mediums. So I could be wrong. Yeah, but definitely on the softs, a 1 minute 6.8. I'm just going to run through the order quickly. At the moment, with 7 minutes left in Q2, we've got Leslie Sharp on a 1 minute 6.0. We've got Captain RSA, one of the new guys, in second place on a 1 minute 6.2. Chili Willy in third on a 1 minute 6.2 as well. Esatronica in fourth on a 1 minute 6.5. Papa Whiskey in fifth on a 1 minute 6.7. Aqua in sixth on a 1 minute 6.8. Porfmace in seventh. Warlock in eighth. Pandego in ninth. Henry, also one of the new guys, in 10th. Bluebird 11th. Razor in 12th. I don't think he's set to that. Yeah, and then we got Dr. Class in 13th. Torment on his he's in 14th at the moment, and Tones R has not yet set a lap, so he's sitting in 15th.
Awesome stuff, guys.
I see he's also opted to go out with the mediums.
Stuff. So I just want to pop into one of our debut drivers tonight, Torment. He's joined the league basically as of last night. He partners up on the Renault with Papa Whiskey. So, not mistaken, it's his first league race. Doing an okay job. He's keeping car clean. He's keeping all four wheels on the track, all the nose cones and everything on there, which is great from his point of view. So we'll keep it. Oh, and as I say that, he knows a bit of lawn there on the side, but I'm pretty sure he'll get the hang of it. It's always difficult in your first league race. You don't know what to expect. You don't know who you're competing against. You don't know how fast the drivers are. But once again, season, yeah, absolutely. But season one is likely 16 races up until it takes us to the 2020 game, and then then we take it from there.
That's it. As Torment comes around the final bend to put in his qualify. Sorry, hang on. Did I miss that? He does a 1 minute 9. Is 1.2 seconds down on his previous best. So yeah, looking at it with 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go, the guys in the danger zone at the moment is Dr. Klaas, Bluebird, Tones out on the mediums, very interesting tyre choice there, and then Razor and Torment.
Lee, I am just going to pop out of the comms box for a couple of minutes. If you can just keep things going here with Crofty, I'll be back just now.
Not a problem.
Yeah, Lee, I see Tones moved up from 15th position to 13th position. But yeah, all the guys are going to go out now for their final lap. And yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Dustin is going to be cut off. Bluebird, Tones, Razor, and Torment.
Absolutely, and looking at Tones, I mean, who is a very good driver, he will definitely have to head back into the pits and switch to those softs. Or he is in the pits, but he's going to have to switch to those softs to get a better lap time in to make sure that he moves up into the top 10. Just also bearing in mind, Aquazentry, who's sitting in 8th at the moment, has got a five-place grid penalty.
Okay.
For an earlier incident in Q1. I'm not too sure what happened there, but yeah.
No, just quickly to show, I hope the race is going to be a dry race, and yeah, in normal circumstances, this race is a 73 lapper, sorry. And yeah, Max Verstappen, I just went to check now, he set up that quickest time in the race on lap 60 last year.
Lap 60, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's very
making those
interesting,
tires work.
yeah, and it's running low fuel, so yeah, let's see how the guys go.
Adrian, in terms of race strategy and tire choices, in your personal preference, what would your personal preference be? Put it that way.
I would go for a medium soft.
A medium soft.
If I can start on a medium and end it with a soft, it will be brilliant.
Do you think this is a one-stopper, or would this definitely be a two-stopper race?
It's a one-stopper.
Okay, so you obviously would like to push those mediums as far as possible.
As far as you can, yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is as well, this is not a high friction track. What I've noticed is the softs you can pull at least 10 laps of this pair of softs, but then while end of lap 8 starts to get slippery. But yeah, you don't have a lot of high speed corners here. You've got 3 long straights. Not long straights, 2 long straights and 1 short straight.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not as harsh on the tires as normal.
But, sorry, Crofty, I'm just... Oh, Papa Whiskey had a bit of a tank slapper there. I know we can't... Is he on the screen at the moment? Yeah, there he is. He's on our live feed. He's just started another quick lap. He is in the safe zone. So very interesting there to see that he would actually go out for another one. I'm just looking at who else is on a quicker lap. Pandego is also out at the moment. He's out on the mediums. And yeah, driving on board with Bluebird does not improve his time. He's got another 50 seconds left. I'm sure he'll probably try and push through for another lap, just to see if he could better his time. Tones is up. He's half a second up on his previous best to sector 2. So as he approaches the final bend, let's see if he can jump up into that top 10. And he does so. He moves up to 8th. That drops Warlock down. Henry in the danger zone as well.
Yeah, but I saw we've got an issue with Warlock. I think he's got some technical difficulties because he left the session. He rejoined. Yeah, he just rejoined again. So hopefully we can see him run. But yeah, I'm going to try to get one of our youngsters in Tier 1 in, one of the young guys, upcoming drivers, and he's already racing in Tier 1, and little Rishan there from KwaZulu-Natal. Just to find out how his race is going and his season going so far.
Fantastic. And Henry Fent up on his personal best. He's coming through to the last two corners now. I'm sure he'll be hoping for 1 minute 6.7 as he crosses the line. No, he will stay in 12th.
Awesome, and I am back, guys. I just had to do some admin here. Yeah, so we're all good. So qualifying 2 done. Lee, just take us through who's out, who's in.
All right, yes, the drivers in the drop zone is Warlock. We've got Henry, who is out, Dr. Klaas, Bluebird, and Torment Kills. They are unfortunately out of Q2. And as I said, cutoff time 1 minute 6.8 on the dot.
Well done, Lee. Well spotted. I thought that would be something that's coming from Crofty, but job well done.
Well called, son. Well called.
Thought I'd just throw that in there. Right, so Leslie Sharp looking strong heading into Q3. Captain RSA, one of the new guys right behind him. Chili Willy, Porf Mace, Razor, Esotronica, Papa Whiskey, Tones R, Pandego, and Aqua. Go out to the shootout, Q3. Exciting stuff ahead.
That's brilliant. So that's good stuff from... thanks, guys, for keeping the boat afloat. As we enter qualifying 3, if anyone is one of the drivers that is out, can maybe just pop us a comment on the YouTube channel in terms of the weather. The weather doesn't look that sexy at the moment. I was watching it through qualifying 1 and 2. I'm not sure if there's rain predicted for the race or for qualifying 3, but it's definitely not blue skies in Austria. And once again, very misty. So if anyone can let us know, that will be great.
Great, so here we go. Q3 starts. Clock resets to 12 minutes.
Gentlemen, I've got Rishan here in the comment box, one of our youngsters from Tier 1. Hello Rishan, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Just want to find out, how's your season so far now? How do you find Tier 1? It's quite a big jump from Tier 2.
Because quite, as you said, big jump. Unfortunately on the last lap in France I wiped out, but really enjoying it at the moment.
And how do you find the competition in Tier 1?
I mean, they're very good drivers, like it's very hard to keep up as well, so I need to put in some more practice and things, but yeah, very difficult. It's nice because it's challenging as well.
Okay, and what do you think is good? What is the most common tire strategy for this race around Austria?
I think drivers will go for like softs and mediums as well, because there are a lot of fast sectors and sharp turns as well.
Okay. Any questions for Rishan, guys?
Yeah, Rishan, just keep up the good work from my side in Tier 1. Obviously, Austria, same track for you on Wednesday night, 7:45. So if you want to catch Rishan, you can tune into the YouTube channel again. Commentary will be by a different team, our Sheldon and Code team. Rishan, all the best for Austria. Hopefully things will come together. It's 16 race season for you, so there's a lot of time to catch up and yeah, just get better. So yeah, keep us entertained in tier 1, young man.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Rishan, and just remember, Forza Ferrari, you must push that Ferrari to the limit.
Absolutely.
Yes, I will try my
Thank you,
best.
Rishan. Thanks, man.
Thanks,
Ciao, ciao.
Rishan. Cheers.
Thank you, and bye.
Alright, so as we just under 10 minutes left in Q3, a nice surprise for me is Captain RSA, one of our debutants. Am I right, Lee?
Absolutely, he's doing a fantastic job. He did a fantastic job through Q1 and 2. And I'm kind of putting my money on him hitting the top 3 this evening in Q3.
Oh, let's see, guys. And Lee, unfortunately, that 5 grid penalty worked in Tones' favor, I see. He just made the cut. And
He
guys,
just made the cut.
Yeah, just to say, to let you know, there's 2 solid teams here. We've got Ferrari and Red Bull. Both drivers are in here.
Q3,
and
yeah.
I went through Q3, and can you believe it? The horses. The horses
Ah,
are here.
there we go. The horse team, the bunny team is here. And as you say that, Captain
The bunny team is
RSA
here.
breaks the 106 mark with a
There we go.
105.971. Really great time there by Captain RSA. I'm going to get some data up for our viewers so they can see what the guys are on, what their gap differences are. So,
gents, top 3 is close.
Oh, I tell you, Paul
It
Place
is
and Chili
insane.
Willy literally not even a tenth away from Captain. So there is enough time for a second run. Just a little bit further back, Papa Whiskey. Also good showing by Papa Whiskey in the Renault. It's nice to see him in Q3 and literally fighting for the second row there.
Absolutely, he had a pretty decent run in France last week, and keeping up the momentum and carrying on the momentum into Austria. It's good to see, really good to see. Putting Pandego under some pressure as well in the Ferrari.
Absolutely, I just wanna. So we've got. Let me just see. Isatronica at the moment in the pits. He's currently in 7th. He is. I'm just following him around. Yeah, he's getting into the pits. Aqua Sentry is out in the Mango. We decided that's going to be the Mango, not the McLaren anymore. So he's currently in 8th. Still need to set up a time. Leslie also, watch out for Leslie. He's definitely one of the fast guys. He's on an outlap as well. So we're gonna. And as I say that, the horse of Leslie just comes out of the pits. He's going to start his outlap right now. Tones, Anthony, we are following him around, and he sets a fastest lap of a 105.9. What a
That's
time
incredible.
by the Red Bull Racing driver. That is unexpected. I didn't see that coming.
Talking about sandbagging, gentlemen. That is sandbagging.
Absolutely.
Well played,
I did
Tones.
not see that coming from Anthony. What a lap by him. Sure, that must make him feel really good. He has got enough time to maybe just go quickly into the pits, fit a new set, come out again. I just want to pop in you with the horse of Leslie and Aqua. I'm going to follow them around. Aqua sets the 9th best time at the moment, second away from Anthony. We're going to spend some time with Leslie and the horse and see what he can do. He's definitely one of our fast drivers. We showed it last week. Gentlemen, he was on last week's poll. I think he snatched pole from
Was it Pandego?
Pandego.
One of the Ferrari drivers.
One of the Ferrari drivers. It's very difficult. Pandego, Porfmeis, just sounds the same. On the comment section here, Nick saying Papa Whiskey with a nice smiley. So some big support there for Papa Whiskey. Some good comments coming through here. Banner, welcome Banner to the stream. I know you're always popping in excellent tones. Yo Eister. No direct translation to English for that one. Welcome Banner to the stream. It's nice to have you around, young man. So as we follow Leslie around, he has started his just following him on track here just to see where he is. He has started his flying lap, so we are going to follow him around. We're going to get a bit on board so to give the viewers an indication of what the guys are trying to do here in terms of gear shifting, momentum. Crofty, is this more of a downforce track than a low wing setting track, or what does it take on that from a technical point of view?
You just want to get my setup.
I do. Can't blame the guy for trying.
To be honest with you, it's not a high downforce. It's like a very balanced track.
I'm gonna just jump in there. Leslie goes fastest on a 105.877, less than a tenth away from Anthony. So very quick lap, a really almost a pressure lap there from him. He probably doesn't have enough time to get in and get back in again. So that's going to be the benchmark for pole position tonight. Sorry, Crofty.
Yeah, I like to use a very low downforce here. just to give you that little bit of a high-speed edge on the straights. Because the two straights, your main straight and the straight just after turn 1, it's your most important straight. That's where you gain a lot of time.
Absolutely, with two DRS zones, obviously on this track, overtaking is possible. There's some nice turn-ins into the corners. It's a very fast track. That 1 minute 5 or 1 minute 6 goes past so quickly. And not sure if this track's going to be harsh on tires. Crofty, maybe you've got some more information on that. I haven't done enough track time to give some indication to our listeners what does it do for tire wear. But a demanding track, very fast corners, and it's a flowing track. Once again, rhythm. We say this in a lot of tracks in the F1 season, but definitely a rhythm kind of track, Lee.
Absolutely. As I said earlier, because the track is so small, if you get it wrong early on, you might as well throw that lap away. And also, just to point out, the top 7 are separated by less than 0.2 of a second. This race is going to be insane.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
sorry, Crofty.
Sorry, HP.
Yeah, go for it, Crofty.
Just to jump in there. Yeah, it's going to be a very exciting race, especially if you see how close the top 5 is. The corner 1 is going to be quite interesting.
It's going to be very busy.
Interesting.
Corner 1, the hairpin bend in would that count as corner 2? The hairpin bend up the hill. It's pretty much straight from corner 1 down to that sector of the track.
Agree.
Might see the Ferrari and the Red Bulls repeat history here tonight.
Absolutely. Right, winding down, qualifying 3 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Leslie on pole at the moment, Chili Willie in second, Jones in third, Captain RSA in fourth, Porf Mace in fifth, Bandego in sixth, Papa Whiskey in seventh, Esatronica in eighth. We've got Razor in ninth and Aqua's entry in 10th.
So as
and Porf Mace goes quicker.
I was just on board with him now. Wow. Porf Mace does a 105.2 seconds away from Leslie. Sure. What a pressure lap there by Willem.
Incredible lap. Ferrari on pole again. Shall we say, gentlemen?
You said that last week, and
I did.
Yeah. Let's not do the commentating curse here. Let's stay away from that. But let's not take anything away from Willem. That was a super fast lap by Porf Mace.
Definitely.
Currently, his teammate is in sixth. We're going to see where he's on track at the moment. His tires 2 laps old, so he's probably had some issues, not improving as yet. But the top, I would say the top 7, not even half a tenth away from each other, and that is just really a setup. It gives you this nice setup for the race coming, because you know the guys are going to be close. It's probably going to end up in strategies. Who can get to turn 1? Like Fernando Alonso always used to say, you do not win the race in turn 1. But in this track, if you can get ahead, you can try to control it. I know there's 2 DRS zones, a very fast and flowing track, but it's not a long circuit.
Not at all. And look, I mean, it seems simple enough to overtake on the circuit, but in essence, it really is a difficult track to get by or get past someone. So I wouldn't say it's as severe as Monaco, but I mean, once you're in front, like you said, HP, you can control the pace, you can control the race from there.
I am going to do something a bit different here. We've only got about 10 seconds left, so maybe I'll save it. I think I'll save it for the formation lap, just around what's waiting for us for Tier 1 on Wednesday night. We've got something different coming. Checkered flag out. Porf Mace basically done with qualifying 3. He's in provisional pole at the moment with a 105.6. We are with Pandego at the moment. Let's see if he can improve on 7th. Leslie is also finished his qualifying session. He's in 2nd at the moment. Super stuff. Willem comes there from Hallo Jansen van Rensburg. So hello Jansen van Rensburg. It makes no sense whatsoever. But welcome to the stream.
Have a look at that, Hein. Chili Willy goes quicker.
I am not going to say a word. How did he get that lap?
Incredible stuff.
Unbelievable. And he puts the horse, and I hope this is something to come for Tier 1 on Wednesday night to see the horse teams up there. But Chili Willy, a brilliant lap, a 105.5, fresh set of rubbers, took it out, and it looks like quali 3 is basically done. We're just waiting for Aqua Century to finish off. At the moment, provisional pole without any penalties. Chili Willy in front, fourth makes second, and Codemaster decides that's me for now. But brilliant lap by Chili Willy. Wow, I did not see this coming. I was anticipating Leslie, the Ferraris after their good showing last week. Lee, take us through the standings.
Right, so on pole we have Chili Willy with a 1 minute 5.5, absolutely incredible. In second, Porf Mace. Third, Pandego. Fourth, Leslie Sharp. In fifth, we have Papa Whiskey. In sixth, Tones R. In seventh, the newcomer, Captain RSA. Great drive from him. In eighth, Esatronica. Another new driver in ninth, Razor. And then Aqua Zenji, who does have a 5-grid penalty.
And as you saw that,
Chili Willy.
yeah, Crofty. What a lap.
Yeah, thanks guys. Yes, I was stressing there.
Yo, that was just a super lap. We were not on board with you, and apologies for that. But to do that literally with no seconds on the clock, that was seriously some nerve.
Yeah, thanks.
Looking forward to the race.
Good on the mediums. Yeah, but Porfmace is on the medium, so that's a worry. But I'll see what he does.
Well, a brilliant lap from our side, Chili Willy. I mean, that was just insane. Hopefully, we're going to leave you now to heat up your tires and brakes and everything on the formation lap. Good luck for the race. And hopefully, you can do the double here, pole position versus first place. Good luck for that.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Crofty, well done. Good job. You were too quick on me, Crofty. Didn't expect that one coming. I didn't see that one coming.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Right, the guys must just...
So El Cheapo is saying here in the comment section, go Papa Whiskey. So a lot of support for Papa Whiskey. He's probably got his own little following down there. Which is brilliant. Formation lap, we always talk about what the guys do during formation laps. Tonight I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell the guys watching the stream, guys, a special video for you just before the race on Wednesday night. So tune in a little bit earlier onto our YouTube channel. We've got obviously we're in Austria this week. And Lee, I know Lee is sitting and smiling there wherever he is. But we did a nice, we thought it would just be relevant to have a Red Bull Racing Austria special for you. So we got our 2 Red Bull drivers from Tier 1 involved in some fun. It was, for me, it was fun shooting, it was fun editing. I'm pretty sure we'll hear from Lee now. I'm not giving away too much, but yeah, so there's a special for you guys on the YouTube channel this week, Wednesday. So tune in 5 minutes earlier. We're probably going to kick off the special for Red Bull Racing at about 22:08, 5 minutes before we start with qualifying 1. And yeah, it was fun spending some time with the 2 Red Bull Racing drivers. Lee?
Yeah, I think Lee just took a break there quickly. It's going to be... I've got an idea more or less what is coming on that Red Bull shoot, and I think it's going to be fun if we can do this for all the drivers, and you get to know the driver you're supporting as well.
Absolutely. Like I said, it was fun for me, obviously shooting it. It was fun editing the video. It gives our listeners a better insight of who our drivers is, what they're all about. It gives you a nice face-to-face with them wherever they are, so you can see who they are. You can have a good laugh with us on Full Throttle Racing. So please join in on Wednesday a little bit earlier. I am going to take you through the start. I know the Codemaster is normally a bit delayed, so I'm going to wait for this. 5 lights out, and we are waiting. Haas in front with a Ferrari close in second, Ferrari in third, and in Austria we are not racing yet. And we are racing, and as I said, there's a drive-through penalty for a jump start there for Oldie Bones. Good getaway there by the Haas team. And as I say that, the tube are Ferrari gets in
Oh,
there.
no.
Porfmace had to go on the lunge on the inside, connects with Chili Willy, puts Porfmace well below. He's dropping all the way down. Chili Willy doesn't look like he's got damage. Lee, maybe if you can have a look at that horse for us. A good solid start by Pandejo. Papa Whiskey, having a spin. Lots of action in turn 2 there. I just want to see what's going on there with the Papa Whiskey. He's spun out. He's dropped all the way back to 17th. Porfmace up into 18th now. Oh, not what the
Definite
Ferrari
damage on
guys are
that
looking for.
Ferrari. Not the start he would have wanted. Papa Whiskey just in front of him. By the looks of things, he also has some in-play damage as well. Aquasentry and also some front-end damage.
I am going to focus a bit here on the midfield. It seems like Chili Willy's got a nice getaway there. We're currently with Antonio, the 2 Red Bull guys. Oh, just do not take each other out. Not in Austria. You do not want to disappoint this crowd. Antony and Razor. Oh, and as I say that, Razor clips. Oh, when he goes off track, he clips one of the. It looks like it was one of the racing points there. Oof. The racing getting a little very close here. Olive Bones drops back all the way down to 17.
We have Dr. Claus, who has spun off on the final turn. He's dropped down 6 places.
I just want to go down further down the field here, have a look at that. Yep, that Dr. Claus definitely on that racing point. There's a front in-plate left-hand side missing. It's going to be very difficult around this track to keep that pink mobile on the track. Incident there between, you can already see they're not making the turn there. Also just behind him, I want to focus a bit on Oldie Bones here. One of our quick drivers, he's had an incident in lap 1. He's in 17th at the moment, dropping 1 place. The biggest loser so far, Papa Whiskey, dropping down 10 places in the Renault. He's stuck now behind 4th place, which is another big drop of 12 places. I am having a look and see if I can see damage. Lee, can you pick up any damage on the Renault or the Ferrari?
No damage on the. Let me just have a look here. Sorry, I'm just running down the order there.
Lots of action, guys.
There is. Sure. Just trying to pick up some. Yes, there's definite damage on Papa Whiskey's front wing. Cactus the Big has a moment.
Porfmace as well. He also lost his left end plate.
Good grief. So this is going to put these guys on a different. They're going to have to pit sooner than later, trying to get. They're going to lose so much time to the leaders on this. Unless it's a safety car out. Oh, wheel-to-wheel action there between Cactus the Big, Papa Whiskey, Dr. Claus. This is getting extremely close between the guys. I am with them on board now. I'm with Porfmace in a Ferrari, followed by Cactus in the Racing Point.
Oh, it's close.
Is he going to have a lunge on the inside? Thinks better of it. Just stays behind the Ferrari for now. I think with all that damage on those 2 cars, it's accident waiting to happen for me. You can see him running a little bit wide there. Not taking anything away. Chili Willy currently leading by 0.8 from Pandejo. Good start by Pandejo in the Ferrari. He kept it clean. Leslie Sharp in 3rd. Captain in 4th. And as I say that, Cactus decided, look, he's going to go for the pits here. It's better to... Bit too early for hards, guys. Probably mediums and then go into the hards, or mediums.
Probably a medium combination.
Let's see how this turns out for him, but this puts him all the way back. Oldie Bones making some progress. He's now up into 15th, lost 3 places from the grid. I am just going to pop in with Porfmace here. Still that end plate missing on that Ferrari. Decided not to pit yet. He's very close, and as I say, that Aqua runs extremely wide in the Mango. Goes past him on the inside. Next up for him would be Torment. First, one of our debutants tonight here in the Renault, having a good race. Lots of action. Crofty, have you got something for us yet, young man?
Yeah, I've got something very interesting here. Oldie Bones started on a hard tyre from the back, and he did 3 laps so far on it. He's currently busy with his 4th lap, and Warlock is also on a set of hards, 2 laps done already. So yeah, that's going to be interesting, guys. To push a hard tyre you can go a long way in the race if you can keep it clean, and maybe going a soft for the last 5-6 laps. That's a game changer there.
As I say this, I am currently here with Torment and with Porfmace. Porfmace hounding that Ferrari behind the behind the Renault. But I think if he gets too close, that Ferrari just doesn't look like it wants to turn whatsoever. So downforce definitely a problem here. He's going to have to get either past this Renault or definitely pit. I think he's just trying to see if there doesn't come out a safety car, maybe, or a virtual safety car that give him a free pit stop or a cheap pit stop.
Well, there's a virtual safety car now, HB.
And he's just passed the pits, unfortunately for him, so that's not going to work for him at this stage. So recovery or damage recovery for him. I am going to pop into the leaders. I see Pandejo, Chili Willy, Leslie Sharp getting very close to each other. And Pandejo is sitting nicely with the mediums, just behind Chili Willy who's on the soft.
I was just gonna point that out. He's doing a fantastic job to stay behind Chili Willy. Great drive from him, and Leslie Sharp also a brilliant drive. So we've got our Haas in first and third, putting some pressure on Pandego.
That's nice to see the Haas team coming in there from a personal point of view. Hoping that we can replicate that in Tier 1 on a Wednesday night.
Nice. Money is surrounding the walls there.
Easter weekend just gone fast, and pity it's not Easter weekend for the Bunny guys, but good showing here by the Haas guys. I've taken some slang during Easter weekend with my Haas car, so yeah. Yes, Crofty.
Adrian De Nijssen in 17th place, he put on quite a quick lap. He did a 108.9.
Wow. Oh, as I say that, Leslie comes together with the captain there. Captain Trot on the inside. Now he has to defend from Isatronica and the Toro Rosso. Isatronica goes on the inside. Is he going to make the stick? Is he? Oh, he does.
Man. Brilliant driving.
Racing. Yep, absolutely close racing there. Isatronica getting past in the Toro Rosso. He's up to a surprise fourth. Obviously on the softs. Biggest for me at the moment, sitting pretty, looks to like Pandejo. If he could just keep the team on the mediums, he's definitely on a different strategy than the rest of the guys. Lee or Crofty.
Leslie Sharp goes through. Turn 1. On the inside. Oh, they touch. Oh, Pandego's just lost the front end plate.
I am going to see
that is not going to help his cause.
Pandejo there. Definitely a right end plate missing on that Ferrari. Oh, that's not going to work for him, especially stuck in the mediums. He probably wants to make this mediums work till about lap 15, 16 before he quits. So hopefully he can get new brake markers for himself, because that car's not going to slow down like he wants it to. You can really see him losing some time to Leslie there. Leslie jumping in on the inside. Chili Willy, your leader at the moment after lap 7. Chili Willy just a little bit of drift, and like we said, Pandejo with some damage on that front wing. Hopefully he can recover from that. Isatronica well placed fourth. And as so just want to get back to that question, Lee and Crofty, what time should we expect the guys on the softs to pit?
I think Crofty might have just stepped out, but to answer that, I would say around you can expect the guys in about around lap 8 to 11. You can start seeing the guys fall into the pits.
Yeah, sorry guys, I forgot to put on my mic. A technical issue here. Yeah, I agree with Lee there. Between lap 8 and 11, it's going to be the pit window for.
So guys, I just want to say something here about Pandejo's race. So Pandejo's on the mediums. He needs obviously a wing change. He's not making that Ferrari work at the moment. You can see him losing a lot of time, and he's going to fall into his Isatronica very soon. And obviously just behind him is Antoni. He's in a privileged position where he can pit with the guys around him on the softs, go on a new set of mediums. He has space, do the same as what they do, and he will at least try to keep position. So it's not a bad thing for him, and that's purely because of his space in the first 6 laps on those mediums.
Definitely. I mean, I would say hang on until the front runners go in, and then obviously switch over to the mediums. And look, he will have to stop again. And I think what we're playing his advantage would probably be a switch over to the softs for the final stint. So yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens as yellow flags go out in sector 3.
I'm just on board here. Yeah, while you're checking that out, I'm on board here with Adrian. Spent some time with him this morning in a practice session, giving him a couple of pointers. He's obviously one of our new drivers, new to the game. He's currently in 18th. For him, this is really just getting the experience. You never know what will happen with the race. A lot of times the guys decide to give up in a race and then things go ape. If there's a safety car, well, he's just back into it again. So he's on the mediums. Did a pit stop already. Oldie Bones in 17th. He's opted. I just want to check there. Crofty, he's pitted. Am I right?
Yeah, he's had one stop.
Yeah, he had a one stopper so far. And I see very interesting now as well. Oldie Bones was out on he started a race with a hard tyre. He pitted and he's got a soft tyre on now. I don't know if that was the right move.
Well, maybe there was some incident that we didn't catch on camera. Maybe there was an incident with one of the other guys that he had some damage. He thought he might pit. Make this softs work for him, try to catch up with the pack. He's currently 1.7 seconds behind Papa Whiskey. Is also one of the droppers. I mean, he pitted on lap 2, I think, with damage. He's on the hards at the moment, stuck in 15th. I just want to get up here. Who's our biggest winners and changes? So from a position change point of view, Papa Whiskey, probably the biggest loser at the moment, losing 10 places from the grid. Followed by Isatronica losing 6 places, and Porfmace losing 5. Your biggest win at the moment looks to be, for me, Bluebird catching up 7 places, and Aqua 7 places up, and they respectively in 6 and 8. So good drive from them.
Absolutely, and also not to mention we've got our new guy Henry up into 5th. He's gone up 6 places. So yeah, great drive from everyone.
I'm having a look here. Wow, sorry to jump in, Lee. I'm having a look here at Razor going on the outside from the Red Bull. Is he going to make? Or he just ducks in behind the Red Bull. Seems like Razor's slightly, and he goes on the inside. Is he going to make this stick? That Red Bull struggling for pace, both on the hearts. Oh, and a slight push.
Oh, he goes.
And he goes off. So Razor just has a moment there. He comes back on track. That tires is going to be not easy to manage through the next couple of turns with all that grass and turf on. A big moment there between the two of them. Warlock makes it stick. And Razor up into 13th with an aggressive move there on the inside. Good driving. Aggressive driving. But good driving.
Luckily, not to pick up any damage as far as I can see. Right, so after lap 11, we've got Chili Willy in front, doing a very good job controlling this race. We've got his teammate Leslie Sharp in second, 3.5 seconds behind him. Bandego hanging on with the damaged front wing in third. We've got Tones R in fourth, followed very closely by Henry in fifth, Bluebird in sixth, Porfmace in seventh. We've got Aqua in 8th, Dr. Klaas in 9th, and Warlock in the final points paying position.
Yeah, I'm currently on board here with, sorry, Crofty, I'm on board here with Henry. Solid by him at the moment. I mean, he's just keeping that contract. He is on the soft, however. He has done about 10 laps on that soft. So the guy's pushing it a little bit longer than the 9 laps than what we originally thought. Chili Willy now on 11 laps on those softs. But Henry keeping seriously cool here. He hasn't pitted. He's still on the softs that he started on, and bearing in mind that's the softs that he used in qualifying.
Absolutely, and as you say that, I see the guys start diving into the pits now. Just want to get my info. Let me just see here. Yeah, we've had Tones move into the pits, and he's opted for the hards. Interestingly enough, so he's obviously set to go to the end.
That's very interesting, and yeah, I just want to make a note here. First and second, do you think it's team orders playing their role? And yeah, Tones on that last lap of his, he actually dialed in a new fastest lap for a race, 106.59. That's faster than Max Verstappen last year.
Wow, unbelievable. And I just want to throw this out there. If Franz Kortzer, my teammate, is watching this, Franz, this is where the Haas guys should be in a race. Just want to say that out loud. Normally guys get excited when they can give a shout out on F5FM. I'm quite happy to give my shout out here on YouTube. So let me just take you through the pit stop so far. Who's pitted and who hasn't. So your top 7 hasn't pitted, and as I say that, Warlock jumps into the pits. The rest of the guys have all stopped. I just want to get you into tyre formation. So Tones, he's basically stopped on lap 13. He's going to try to make it through with the hards. Razor at the moment, 6 lap old hards. Oldie Bones in 15th at the moment, still on those softs. Hopefully he can come back from there. You never know with the safety car. Guys finding it very difficult tonight. Although it's not raining, it seems like it's going to be a dry race. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the top 3 decide when they decide.
Safety car. Safety car.
And as I say that, the safety car pops up.
Here we
now,
go.
Let's talk about
Fun
strategy.
and games begin.
Fun and games begin. This is strategy. This plays awesome into Oldie Bones' sort of like plate. 8 laps on those softs. You can make a free pit stop during this period. Get on the hards. You probably won't lose the position. You'll be on fresh set of tires. Also Pandejo. I think Pandejo gets safety here. 12 lap old mediums. He can jump into the pits. Leslie has decided to stay out if I look at it. Chili Willy popping into the pits from second. He's gone out now on a set of hards. Pandejo in the pits. New nose cone. Going out on the hards. Is he going to lose a place? Oh, he does. As a bunch of cars come past, Pandejo falls down to 6th. He's going to be on a set of hards. He's going to have to do some overtaking to get out of that spot. The 2 Red Bulls in tandem, 7th and 8th. Which, and as I say that, he loses it. He takes, oh no! Razor takes it out completely, takes out the DRS sign. Knocks it. There's definitely front wing damage on that car. He's going to drop down. Oh, man, under the safety car, that's not what you want to do.
Definitely not. Just running through the stops here. I see some of the guys have also opted to jump onto the mediums. It's going to be a very interesting race from here on out. Torment Kills disqualified from the session for ignoring yellow flags there. But yeah, just getting back to it, it's going to be very interesting. Look, jumping onto the mediums now, you'll definitely have the faster tire. But the nice thing about the hards is they obviously come back, later on down.
Race, yeah.
That's it, yeah. So very interesting for the guys jumping onto the mediums.
Very unfortunate there for Torment. I mean, he's one of our debutants. First race tonight with full throttle racing. Unfortunate for him. It's an early night for him. We'll try to catch up with him a little bit later on. See if Crofty can get him in. I'm not sure if his mic is set all good for us. At the moment, guys, still safety car out. I'm just looking. Everyone has basically made a stop. Dr. Klaassen also popping into the pits. Very busy period for the pit crews here. So under safety car will probably stay out another lap. You've got Chili Willy in front, Warlock in the side. If you just give you the tires, Chili Willy on the hards, Warlock on the hards. That hards of his is now 13 laps old, so he's got a big winner in that. He's going to have to pit sooner than later. He's probably going to get on the mediums or the softs. Captain, well placed third with hards. Pandejo, brand new set of hards in fourth, lost second, or lost third. Antoni in fifth, also with a set of hards. Then Esotronica, Leslie Sharp, Bluebird, and Henry on the mediums. Papa Whiskey, fourth Mace on the hards. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what happened there.
Mr. Aquazinchi, what happened there on track?
I don't know. I just left the pit lane and I was going, I think, 50, 60 miles per hour, maybe 40. I touched the wall. It teleports me out of the pit lane, and it says my front right wheel is completely broken. But I didn't. When I looked there for like the few seconds it was on screen, it didn't show any damage to me. It wasn't. The tire wasn't off the bar, or the suspension wasn't messed up. I don't really understand what happened, but it just broke. So.
Yeah, that's a pity for you, Aqua. It's not nice having an incident like that. If I'm not mistaken, I think in the round one you had a similar incident. I think in qualifying, where from a pit lane point of view you had brake issues or clutch issues. I'm not sure. Yeah, so not a good start to the season for you. Obviously, Silverstone up next week, Monday. You're gonna get it back into the car tomorrow morning, and I'm sure you're gonna. Put some time in Silverstone, trying to make up for tonight.
Yeah, I think I wasn't very well trained for this track. I thought I was all good into the corners, but it came with quite a surprise, and I said a disappointing qualifying time. So
very disappointing, and yeah, for us as commentators and the viewers as well. I see some questions coming up here. What happened? And yeah, so Aqua, bad luck. hopefully you can have a better run in Silverstone.
Thank you. Have a nice evening.
Thank you so much, Aqua. Thanks, Crofty, for that.
Thank you, pleasure.
So, safety car still up. Lap 16 of 36. Your provisional standing so far. Chili Willie in front. Just in front by Warlock, Captain RSA, Pandejo, Tones, Extronica, Leslie, Bluebird, Henry, and Cactus. That finish up your top 10. We're still keeping an eye out on fourth most.
Gentlemen, safety cars coming in this lap now.
There we go. So we're going to focus on the leaders here. I want to get Chili Willie here. Just keeping an eye out on fourth most. I'm also keeping an eye out on Oldie Bones, 12th and 16th respectively. They have got a lot of pace. I'm pretty sure they're going to make their way through the field. And I'm going to ask you two gentlemen just to keep an eye out for those two drivers. So the guys getting ready. The Haas bunching everyone up. He's just waiting for that go sign to go. And it is go in Austria again for the second time.
Racing speed.
Yep, back to racing speed. Second time go for the guys. Wow. And he's just knocked that safety car. Brilliant.
Razor got a 5-second penalty with a collision with Oldie Bones.
So you can just keep an eye on that for us, Crofty. So as I am here with Warlock and Captain Pandejo, these three guys are very close to each other. DRS obviously not enabled yet as a safety car. It will only be enabled the lap after this, if I'm not mistaken. We'll get a notification on our screen. But the Alpha sticking very close to the McLaren here. Yeah, so he's just waiting for that opportunity.
Sneaks a look on the inside.
Yeah, both of them on the hards. Obviously, Warlock's tires a little bit more worn, 6 laps older than Captain's one. Guys sitting pretty at the moment. Chili Willie on the hard, 3-lap old, and then Pandejo, 3-lap old medium hard. So it's looking good for those two drivers.
Absolutely. I'm just looking at Warlock. He's gonna be in a bit of trouble very, very soon. Yeah, I definitely think he should have stopped during that safety car period. He's put himself in a difficult position. He's probably got, call it 6 laps to go on those hards. 6 to 8 laps to go, and he's under immense pressure from Captain RSA and Pandego. And Tones, who is not far behind them.
I am currently on board here with Captain. He's having a good race for his first race with Full Throttle Racing. Currently in third, just behind Warlock in second. Crofty, can you please have a bit of a look there on Warlock's car? I see him ghosting on and off. Can you just have a look for us what's going on there, young man?
I will definitely. I just saw one bad accident between Hofmeis and DR Claessens.
We're going to get on board with them. I just want to stick around a bit here with the Captain doing a good job here in third. Chili Willie obviously opening up that gap to 2.1 seconds between first and second. Captain in third.
Sorry, actually, which car must I check for you?
Warlock 375. So just have a look there. Yeah. And then let's go down further onto the field. Pandejo also catching Captain. Now he's in DRS range. DRS enabled. He opens up the rear flap. For those of you who don't know, that's a flap that you can manually open on your car. It reduces the drag, makes your car quite significantly faster than the car in front of you. If you've got ERS and a higher engine mode and enough fuel, it can make you a couple of kilometers faster than the next guy. So he's staying in the DRS zone. Didn't catch the first one. Going to try to get close to the second one. Pandejo needs to get past Captain here, Lee, if he wants to have any go at anything here.
Definitely. Sorry, HB. There's a massive battle for between 10th, 11th, and 12th as Cactus is pushed wide into the gravel trap.
I am at the moment here with 10th.
Bluebird dives up on the inside.
So Papa Whiskey currently 9th in a Renault.
Oh, there's a Ferrari out.
Oh no.
To see. Okay, makes his way back onto the track and jumps into the pit lane. Pandego.
Oh,
not too sure what happened there. I just missed the incident.
Just not having a good race again. It's almost like a replica of last week. He has got the pace. He showed it in qualifying. the race strategy not bad, but just getting in awkward positions. And he pits for the mediums. He's going to have to do 16 laps on these mediums, which I think is possible. Definitely a new nose cone there, so there was definitely damage. Not sure if it was by own fault or by an incident with another driver. But it's not good showing by Pandeja now in the second race in a row, so hopefully he can recover from here.
Yeah, things just not working out for the two Ferrari drivers, unfortunately, this time around. So 20 laps gone. Chili Willy doing a fantastic job in controlling this race. Oh, as I said, the Henry is out. Not too sure what happened there. I see he's spun out into the gravel trap. He is out of the race. And virtual safety car is out.
So like I said earlier, never give up on a race. And, Adrian in 16th, it's going to give him some time to catch up as well. He's 30 seconds off. Henry losing it there. Crofty, maybe you can see if you can get Henry in for us just to have a chat with him and understand what's going on there if he's not too cross with himself. Oli Bones, guys, in 6th place on a set of softs. He's going to have to pit again. But nicely coming up the field from him. What we expected from him, really.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we expected. I think if it wasn't for the incident earlier on where he lost a bit of his front wing, I think he would have been challenging for possibly top 4, top 3 even. But still a very strong drive from him. Great job from him this evening.
So virtual safety car out. Warlock on a 19-lap old set of parts. Captain Ice, Captain RSA also on 13-lap old. Surely they're going to have to pit again. I'm not sure if they're going to make it to the end with those hards. Leslie just behind them on the mediums. He's sitting pretty on a 6-lap old mediums. He can definitely go to the end of the race. Antony on hards, he's sitting pretty as well. He doesn't have to pit again. And as I say that, I'm on board here with Oldie Bones. He's chasing down Antony significantly faster, obviously on a soft. He's just going to have to buy his time. You don't rush this. Get into the DRS zone. There's another DRS zone coming up. So just, he goes in on the inside. Try to get the car straight. Brilliant. DRS wide open. Antony goes defensive. Is he going to get past? Oh, man. Not close enough. A good driving by both there. Yeah, another DRS zone. So can he... maybe a little bit too far behind.
A little too far, yes.
Yeah, gonna have to save it for the start-finish straight. And as I say that, Antonio's got a moment on the left-hand side. He's just keeping Oldie Bones honest here. Papa Whiskey currently in 7th in the Renault. Good showing by him. Sheldon, nice recovery by him from his qualifying dismay. He's currently in 8th on the mediums. Closely followed by Bluebird in the Toro Rosso. Porfmace putting Bluebird under immense pressure. I'm going to stay a bit on board here. I'm going to get on board with Porfmace to see how that Ferrari is handling. Not a great race for the Scuderia team. I think Matteo Bonotto will be scratching his head. Surely they have got such... And as I say that, his DRS wide open, going on the outside. He's definitely going to make this stick. Is he? Yes, he goes around the outside. DRS
job done.
Job done. Next on his radar would be Cactus, and he's another 3 seconds ahead of him.
Cactus is fighting it out with Papa Whiskey. Goes on the inside, makes it stick.
Brilliant move there by
Cactus
the racing. Yeah, brilliant. I am going to get on board. Oh, he's getting close. Papa Whiskey going on the inside.
Oh, boys.
Oh, defensive driving like you do not understand. Oh, and as I said,
Cactus goes wide.
Oh, Papa Whiskey regains that position. Good clean fighting between these two. It's really interesting.
Absolutely great drive from everyone involved this evening. And bear in mind, I noticed that Sheldon goes on the side. Bear in mind, Sheldon has damaged that front wing as well. So he's doing a pretty decent job on keeping that car on track.
We are going to get on board here with the Racing Point driver, Cactus the Big, also known as Sheldon. DRS wide open. He's probably a little bit too far away. It's all about getting a good inchy here, solid exit traction. Oh, and as I say that, he loses the rear end slightly. still in range. He's going to definitely duck on the inside. Show Papa Whiskey he's there. Papa Whiskey surely knows he's there. Goes in. Does he? Does he? Oh, he makes it stick. Good drive there by Sheldon.
This is fantastic stuff. Papa Whiskey with an opportunity to get back at Sheldon.
He's
Sheldon
defends
the inside line.
He's absolutely not giving. Is he going to go?
Ooh,
he
man, oh man.
There.
This is incredible.
For 8th and 7th. These two
and
guys
that brings Porfmace, HB Porfmace into the picture as well.
And as I say, as you say that, Porfmace jumped
there we go.
Papa Whiskey on the inside. He makes
this is fantastic stuff.
Next up on his radar would be a Sheldon. So Papa Whiskey losing 2 places in a space of like 3 corners.
Definitely not going to be happy about that. But what a show these guys are putting on this evening.
I am going to get
stuff.
on board here with Porfmace. He's on the inside of Sheldon having a look at Cactus. He's going to get Yoris assistance here. He does. He's a little bit too far away. Nothing in between the tires between these three. Basically, Sheldon's maybe tires a little bit more worn, 2 laps older. We're still in another 11 laps to go. So, yeah, taking it out of his tires means this tire's going to last till the end if they carry on like this.
It's gonna be close. We're at the business end of the race. The final, call it final 10 laps. It's gonna be close.
So we are going to stick a bit with these Ferrari and Racing Point guys. I see Papa Whiskey falling back a little bit. I think he's just regrouping, maybe not taking completely everything out of the tires. Another 10 laps to go. Maybe he's just waiting for that 5-6 laps and start hunting down again. Yes, Lee.
That's it, yeah. No, I'm just looking at Warlock. He's done 24 laps on those hards. Surely he cannot do another 10. Surely not.
Oh, that's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, in saying that, I think he might have just... Actually, you know what? In saying that, he's only a second behind Chili Willy, so I'm not too sure what happened there.
I am currently
Chili Willy is losing time.
Absolutely, and he's now less than a second. He's going to get DRS assistance if he gets close to him again. So Warlock having a good race here.
Yeah, definitely. I don't see any damage on the horse.
34 laps on hards, Lee. If he finishes it.
No, that's incredible.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
I definitely did not think that would be possible.
Maybe Crofty has just popped out, but I wanted to throw that into the spanner for him and say, Crofty, how's that for some math and messing your stats up around what the hearts can do and can't do?
HB, yeah, look, half a second between Chili Willy now. What do you think the issue could be? Could it be a thing of, Chili Willy not finding any grip in those hards? I know those tires are not the greatest to drive on, or to drive with.
It could be a couple of things, Lee. It could be that Warlock has been using, high engine modes, milking the fuel. It could be on, max DRS. Where Chile is just basically saving it for the overtake. So it could be a lot of factors. I see it's been stabilizing now around a second. It doesn't look like he's got grip issues. I am on board with him at the moment. No grip issues from what I can see. The car's, pointing in the right direction if he goes through the corners.
Yep.
There's no sliding at the rear end. So I think he's just basically saving fuel. Maybe he's in a fuel saving mode. Maybe he pushed a little bit harder earlier in the race. We'll probably come back to him in a couple of laps, but we're going to keep a close eye on these two. I see Oldie Bones now, just 0.4 seconds from Leslie Sharp. Oldie Bones surely can't do 23 laps from top.
Hey guys.
It's not possible.
Henry, what happened?
There, Henry.
Guys, I don't know. I had such a great race now.
We were also excited.
Unfortunately,
we saw you. We thought you did excellent at qualifying. You had a good strategy going there. You just lose it by yourself?
No. Papa Whiskey had a unsafe entry back onto the track and he entered in front of me and off I went.
Oh,
but we'll
Henry.
take that up afterwards with the steward.
Absolutely.
But I had an amazing race. It was great. Adrenaline was pumping and Divan actually helped me with my strategy.
We did not see this coming with you. You're extremely quick. Obviously your first race was Full Throttle Racing. Yeah, I don't think the fast guys in this group or in this tier is very confident at the moment in seeing you on track. Disappointing for you, but some awesome tracks coming up. I mean, Silverstone, Germany, Hungary, really great tracks, mate.
Yeah, I will just practice. I really enjoy this type of racing. I'm not usually a esports racer. I race pencil ducks real life, so I'm not usually in front of a computer racing.
Well, this is after you showed us tonight. I think you should spend some more time in front of your PlayStation because you seriously showed some pace, Henry. You're a nice guy on the chat group, a very social guy. I think we all enjoy having you on board with Full Throttle Racing. Get those footage through to the stewards. Hopefully they can make the right decisions. Doesn't make you feel better, I know.
Yeah.
But it's a long season. There's still another 14 races after this, young man.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm actually so excited.
Absolutely. Lee, anything for Henry while he's here?
Yeah, Henry, you've got a new supporter in me. I thought you did absolutely fantastic this evening, with it being your first race. I know you mentioned earlier that you were a bit nervous and stuff, but didn't show it on the track. And yeah, I think you gave some of the regulars a bit of a run for their money. And I look forward to seeing you in action next week Monday.
Thank you so much, Lee. Means a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
Guys,
gave it my all.
No, we could see that, Henry. Guys, if you want to catch Henry, he's obviously on this channel. He's also on our Facebook group. You can catch up with him. You will definitely see more of Henry as we get closer to race weekend. We'll have a special on him and his teammate very soon. Henry, thanks for popping in. Thanks for being part of this community. Keep up the great work, young man.
Cheers, guys. Well, thank you guys so much. You guys, thanks for keeping the stream alive and for the support. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Henry. Awesome.
Cheers. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Henry.
Well, guys, I just saw Ferrari splitting the 2 racing points there.
Guys, just going back to Henry, I think he's probably one of the socialites of the group, obviously on the WhatsApp group. He's a very fun and funny character, always up for 5 lappers and racing. There's a lot in this young man. I think we must keep an eye on him. Definitely tier 1 material in the near future. First race in this league, had a bad incident, but good pace in general league.
Absolutely, like I said, he's got a new supporter in me. I think he did extremely well this evening. A little unfortunate to not finish his first Grand Prix, but nevertheless, definitely a future tier 1 driver. Looking forward to see what he can do.
I'm going to pop in here. Oldie Bones is now just behind Warlock. He's got DRS assistance. We are going to get on board with him in that Williams. Is he going to duck on the inside? Is he? He thinks better of it. Just shows his nose.
Slippery.
Oh man!
He's done 17 laps on that softs already.
Just talking about time management. How's 29 laps on a set of hards? 17 laps on a set of softs. That's not what we expected from this race, Lee. Not at all. I expected 9 laps. And as I said, that he goes in on the inside, takes second position. If he can make those tires work, and he can catch up with Chili Willy. Guys, driver of the day by any means.
Definitely.
It's just I've got no words for this. This Oldie Bones, Jock Nell is just doing an extremely good job here. We're going to keep on monitoring that gap. I'm going to get on board here with Warlock. He's obviously just behind him. He's going to get DRS assistance if he can keep it together. Oh, and he ducks into the
Warlock
loses it completely. Not sure what he was trying to do there. He ducks into the pit. Oh dear.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Warlock is a sitting duck at the moment. As I changed over to him, he had, the slide of his life, and he's lucky to not have any damage there. I see he's just exited the pits now.
Yeah, on a brand new set of softs, Porkmace comes past while he was in the pit. I'm just checking where Sheldon is. He's coming around the last corner. He's not going to make it in front of Warlock. So nice space there for Warlock. Currently in 6th. He's not going to have to pit again unless there's an incident. Excuse me. Oldie Bones from up into 2nd, just 2 seconds off. For me, guys, if I was Jacques Nell, Oldie Bones, I would just keep it together. No heroics. 18 laps, old softs. Just keep it on the track if you can.
That's it. Look, he's definitely going to be slipping and sliding on those softs, and like you say, he's just got to keep his composure, keep it cool. Look, he's going to be under pressure from Leslie Sharp very, very soon. But I mean, a fantastic drive. Started last, and he's just done all round great drive from him. And also, sorry,
Lee. Crofty, come in, Crofty.
Yes, I'm here.
What does this do to your stats, young man? We were just talking earlier about your prediction of softs and mediums, and these guys just go and turn up this and do this to your statistics.
Yeah, like I said to you earlier, this is a
Google,
very low friction
Google.
track. No, but I mean, I've been testing all the time in practice sessions, and it's a soft tire I chow up in 8-9 laps.
So Oldie Bones is known for his good type preservation. Biggest winners at the moment, if I look at the data that I've got on screen for our viewers, a 16 position gain for Oldie Bones. Surely that for me, at this stage, lap 33 or 36, driver of the day for me in the comms box. Another driver competing for that is Sheldon, up 11 places in 6th.
Gents, sorry, Hein, just to butt in there. Something I've never seen happen in league racing before. Dr. Klaas has run out of fuel.
You are
He's on top of the hill, sector 2. Judging by his
there's nothing
telematics.
left in that pink mobile. Oh, please, one of the stewards just jump in there and give him a push.
That's all it is, a learning curve.
Absolutely, that's reach engine mix for most of the time, not checking your fuel. Obviously, not listening to Jeff. We all don't listen to Jeff in general. But sometimes Jeff does have some important information for you.
Absolutely. Bottom line, listen to Jeff.
Lee, I'm just going to pop out of the comms box. Just give me a couple of seconds.
Not a problem. Lap 34, Chili Willy in first. Fantastic drive from him. Our comms box driver of the day, Oldie Bones, up into second place. 20 laps on those softs.
To be honest with you, he's going to be under pressure, Chili Willy, any second now. Because Jacques, Oldie Bones is actually closing so quickly in on it.
Yeah, it's going to be tight. What are we on? Lap 34, lap 35, 2 laps to go. I don't think Oldie Bones can push any harder than what he is now. Crofty.
No, definitely.
He stands a good chance of losing it. Yeah, definitely going to be tight.
I'm very amazed by Tones. He still has the quickest lap for the race, of 106.5.
Jeez, that was set in the beginning stages, if I'm not mistaken.
He did it on lap 9, 10.
Yeah.
No, lap 11. He's doing very well in that Red Bull. But yeah, driver of the day definitely Oldie Bones. He made Claire Williams very happy tonight.
Absolutely.
21 laps on a pair of softs. That's, for me, unheard of.
I've never seen this.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost as wonderful as Aqua's run. I think it was in France on a set of hards where he did like 20 odd laps on hards.
That's correct, yes.
Which we didn't expect. So basically 2 laps left, gentlemen, or penultimate, or the last lap going to be started by Chili Willy, very sure. At the moment, Chili Willy in front, Jacques with a awesome drive in second, Leslie Sharp in third, Captain, first drive in full throttle racing, 28 laps on a set of hards, currently in fourth. Brilliant drive by him. Willem, brilliant recovery from the Ferrari driver. He had it tonight. A couple of incidents, obviously, like we said earlier, not going the Ferrari way again.
Yeah, gentlemen, just want to put a spanner in the works here. Chili Willy, I saw, has got a penalty, a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings.
Well, let's keep an eye out for that.
This could be still Jacques' race tonight.
Could be interesting. Obviously, Antoni in 7th, great drive from him, 24 laps, old hards. It's vital information for Tier 1, I think, if the guys are watching. Van Dego, good recovery for points in 8th. On the Ferrari, I think he went through 2 nose cones tonight, so 2 unnecessary pit stops for him. He was sitting pretty in second at a stage on the hards. Guys, let's just talk about Ferrari. I don't want to talk too much about Ferrari because this is a Red Bull. No. And as we say,
my word, that was insanely close. Leslie Sharp, just behind Oldie Bones.
So as they finish up, guys, provisional first place, Chili Willy, Oldie Bones, Captain, Leslie Sharp. Not a clean race again for the Ferrari drivers. I think those two teammates need to have a good chat about strategy, keeping it clean, keeping out of any dangerous situations. Cactus the Big going past the checkered flag now in 6. Pandega, we're just waiting for him to come past now as well. He does, turns through. Wow, exciting
Hey,
race.
can you just get Captain RSA in our chat box here, please?
Who's that? Me?
Yeah, please.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to break the stream for that, so let's just wait for everything to
Or
come
do you
past.
have him on your side, Lee?
I will check for you.
I'm just waiting for everything to finish here from Codemasters. So guys, that's the Austrian Grand Prix basically finished. We will take you through the standings as soon as Codemasters worked out all the penalties, and I'm sure there was a couple. This track is unforgiving when it comes to track limits. We know the guys push extremely hard. At this stage, you can see clearly on the top step there, Leslie. Am I right here, guys? If I say that, let's have a look at the standings. So Chili Willy finishes in front. What a race! Followed by Lee. Can you just take us through all this, please?
Sure. So Chili Willy. Sorry, the screen just gone blank. I do apologize. Technical issues.
Chili Willy in front there. Oldie Bones second. Yes.
In third, Captain RSA. In fourth, Leslie Sharp. Fifth, Porf Mace. Sixth, Pandego. Great recovery drive, if you will, from the Ferrari drivers. In seventh, Tones are. In eighth, Cactus the Big. In ninth, Razor. And in 10th, the final points paying position, Papa Whiskey.
Brilliant.
Well done, Charlie Willie and Oldie Bones.
Hey, thanks, guys.
What a race.
Guys, I must... Wow, what a race. I mean, I'm obviously in control of the camera for the stream. I didn't know where to look tonight. It was just insanely exciting for all of us. Hopefully the viewers enjoyed it. I want to start with... did we get Captain in yet or not yet? Or is it just
He's on his way.
Okay, cool. So let's have a chat to Jock Nell. Mr. Jock?
Evening.
What a race. From dead last. How many laps did you do on those? Was there any rubber left on them?
No, the last 10 laps or so I couldn't feel anything, but luckily, the pace was good on the car.
I haven't seen this at all, Jock, in terms of making softs last. You are my driver of the day from the comms box. I'm sure Lee agrees. I think earlier Crofty said the same. I don't know how you did it on the softs, mate.
I had to push the limits, and this is now the first test I've done on the soft, so now I know what it can do. I think that's the limit. No more than 20.
Well,
as you saw, Leslie at the end, he had me almost.
Absolutely brilliant. Lee, something for Jock here?
Jock, absolutely brilliant drive. Jeez. I think you and I need to hit a practice session tomorrow. Show me.
It was tough, like I said. In the beginning, I had the jump start, I had the drive through, and then also a 5-second penalty. I had to pit twice, lost the wing. So
I think I said it
chuffed on myself.
Absolutely, Jock. I think I said it earlier in the race, and I said it to Lee, is that never give up in a race, because it might seem like you are 15th or 16th and things are not going your way. All of a sudden a safety car comes out that bunched up the guys, 2 virtual safety cars, and a good strategy by you, and you finished up in I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Yes, that's true. Never give up. I used to give up and I didn't push through. Tonight I was dedicated and I thought, okay, let me give it a shot. And it worked out well.
I can tell you one thing for all the listeners out there. Jock was my teammate in the pre-season races. What a teammate he is. This guy doesn't give up. He's extremely quick. So for me, it's personal satisfaction to see my ex-teammate doing so well. Jock, from my side, and I think from the whole comms spot, well done and great racing, and we're looking forward to seeing you in Silverstone next week.
Thank you, Avilach. Thank you for the chance and the opportunity again.
Absolutely. It's awesome
Thanks,
having
guys.
you back. Thanks, Jock.
Right.
Thanks,
Jock.
Thank you. Cheers.
Chili Willy, Lee, he's all yours.
Chili Willy, good evening. Fantastic drive. You controlled that race right through. So, how do you feel?
Yeah, still good. Pretty lucky because that safety car was the perfect timing. I was already on my way into the pits, then it came out. So, a bit of luck there, but it still worked out.
Sometimes it's all about luck. It's all about luck sometimes, and I mean, you make your own luck. Like my dad used to say, you make your own luck in life, and that's what you did tonight. You made your own luck. I mean, there was a lot of fast drivers. You kept it clean for most of the race. How did you feel mid-race? Did you feel like, yeah, this is going to work for me or not?
Yeah, I was stressing a bit. Warlock was actually second for a while on hards as well. Now I thought he's going to push through, so I was stressing about him. And then at the end, I saw Oldie Bones coming through. And yeah, that was a bit stressful as well.
Look, from my side, I mean, it was awesome watching you. If you want to catch William again, William drives for the Haas F1 team. I was saying earlier, hopefully the Haas can replicate this this maneuvers in Tier 1 on Wednesday night, because I'm a Haas driver. From a Haas principal point of view, well done, teammate. It's good to see the Haas on the top step. I am throwing this in there, Crofty. I know you're smiling and swearing at me in the background, Crofty. Sorry for that. But I have to give a little bit of good stuff here for the Haas team. William, well done from my side, and I think from the whole comms box side. If you want to catch William again, he will be racing in Silverstone next week, Monday. Great having you with us in a full throttle team, William. Keep up the great work, mate.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
I believe also we have, do we?
We have Captain RSA.
Yes, hello.
Ha! What a race, Tristan. Huh?
Yes, thank you.
I tell you, debutant, first race for full throttle racing. Third place.
First one.
Dude, what are you going to do in your 10th race? Probably win everything.
Hopefully, yeah. That's nice.
It was an awesome drive. You know, from what we've seen, we've jumped obviously a lot of cameras to get all the action. How was the race for you? How did you feel during the race? Mid race, did you feel that
mid-race,
was a podium for you?
Well, the start wasn't bad. Kept my front wing was basically the most important part for me. But after the safety car with the odds, it felt like I was driving on ice. No traction at all for the whole race then.
Sure.
It wasn't the best one ever, but yeah, finished third, which is good for me.
Absolutely. Lee?
Yeah, Captain, I think you sent some shockwaves through the pit lane this evening. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. I think some of our regulars will definitely be keeping their eye out on you.
Sounds good.
But great drive.
Crofty,
thanks,
anything for Mr. Tristan here? Crofty is not in. Is Crofty in? Crofty's not.
Sorry, Crofty's here.
Crofty is there. Crofty was pouring a drink there. Crofty, anything there for Chili? For Captain RSA, for Tristan? Anything from your side?
How did you manage that tire so long?
There was no strategy. Nothing at all. Just basically luck as well.
That was quite
time
amazing.
management is
Well
actually... thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
guys, absolutely brilliant drive. Thank you very much, Tristan, for the entertainment, and we're looking forward to seeing you in Silverstone next week.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Brilliant.
Great.
Thanks, man.
Bye.
Guys, just to sum up, I think for me, driver of the day, obviously in second, Oldie Bones. Lee, agree?
Absolutely. Fantastic
Absolutely,
drive
yeah.
from the back, starting at the back, losing his section of his front wing, bit of issues, difficult race for him, but I mean, he made it work, and fantastic drive.
Very exciting race for all of us. Thank you everyone for tuning in. This is just my opportunity before I say goodbye, is to start off with thanking my commentary team for making them available. Lee, once again, thank you very much. It's awesome to have you alongside me and working with you. Yes, Crofty?
Yeah, I just want us to stay quickly after the race.
It's fine. I just want to say thank you. Can I do that, Crofty? Thank you. So Lee, thanks again for assisting me in the comms box, and I'm looking forward. I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to Tier 1 on Wednesday night with you after your race win in France. But Lee, thank you very much again. It's a pleasure working with you.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much, guys.
From my side, Crofty, thanks for all the hard work, all the data that you collect. Although your tire data, we're going to have to reanalyze that after the session.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm going to have to have a look at that again.
But Adrian, our own little Crofty in South Africa, Adrian, thank you very much for your efforts and for all the work that you do offline, the stuff that the drivers don't see, even the commentators don't see that, making yourself available. Crofty, Adrian, thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Guys, and everyone on the stream, thank you very much. We will catch you again on Wednesday night at 7:45. Remember to tune in 5 minutes earlier for the special of the Red Bull Racing team. We're going to feature our 2 drivers for Tier 1. That's Lee van Rooyen, who's sitting here next to me, and his partner in crime, which is Skadonks, and that is Lucas Meintjes. We've got a nice special coming up for you on the YouTube channel just before race footage starts. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and that's us. Cheers, ciao, and tot ziens.